How's it going, YouTubers? Cornwolf here, back with another Forza 5 video for you all. And it's that time of month again when we've got our new car pack. Couple of little updates around this for you. First of all, it was a couple of weeks ago, Turn 10 announced that anybody that has the season pack will be getting another 2 car packs, which is awesome. The season pass now runs out in July when we get that car pack. And this car pack, the other bit of news is that this car pack was brought forward a couple of days. This is it was actually released on the 30th of May rather than what should have been the 2nd of June. For whatever reason, they've decided to roll it out early. This is the Bondurant pack, if I've pronounced that right, to do with high performance cars. Had a quick look at the sneak peek on the website, and it looks pretty decent. So we'll get into it. It would be nice to be getting another track pretty soon, Turn 10, if you're listening. We need more tracks. We've got plenty of cars now to go at. Not as much as has been in other games, but we need more tracks. But anyway, we'll not dwell on that. So let's get into it. So the first car we've got is another Abrath, and it's the Fiat 131 in 1980. So this is pretty good, like an original Brath car. I'm not sure when the Brath tuning company, if that's what you want to call it, came about. I think it's similar to Shelby. Obviously Shelby's quite a lot bigger, and I presume a Brath's more European. Probably not quite as well as established. Please don't kill me for saying that. But yeah, we've got another one of them. They seem to handle pretty well. I have got these in my garage, but I've not really done a lot. The only thing I did do is I did a stock race with the 500, and stock it handles like an absolute bitch. So that was a tricky race. So it'll be interesting to see what this one's like. Probably in a D class, maybe even in a C class. But yeah, we'll have to see from there. Moving on, and we've got an Alfa Romeo SZ Sprint Zagato. D class again, so they're still keeping with the lower class cars there. It's got pretty decent acceleration and launch for a D class car, and it looks pretty sweet as well, to be quite honest. 1990s, so we're just going into the 90s look, but you can tell by the front end still a bit of the 80s look to it. Yeah, be interesting if that is how competitive that is in D, maybe even C class. It's pretty weighty. 207 horsepower, 181 torque. Yeah, we'll have to see how we get on with that one. Moving on. And we've got a Bentley Continental GT Speed in B class. So you probably, depending on what you put on it, it's 4-wheel drive, so you could slap a rear-wheel drive on that straight away, save yourself a few PI. So you could probably put that into B class, although that is one heavy motherfucker. I think, bar some of the Jeeps and Hummers and random things we've got in here, that's probably the heaviest car we've got. So full weight reduction, I think you're going to be pushing anything under £2,000. I think you're looking at 3,500 for that. Be interested to take it out. It's got quite a lot of horsepower for a B class car, quite a lot of torque, but that weight is going to slow it down quite considerably. So maybe one for Stella's no grip racing. Yeah, it's not a bad car, but you got to have your random ones in the packs, haven't you? So moving on, and we've got another Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, which looks pretty beautiful there. Rear wheel drive, A class 607. Pretty good launch, pretty good acceleration. speed. Handling's pretty low, and so is the braking, but nothing you can't bump up with some tyres and better brakes. 455 horsepower, 460 torque, 3,444 pounds in weight. So yeah, yeah, that looks pretty good. I'm interested to see how competitive it is in the A-class lobbies. And obviously what engine conversions you put on, you might be able to drop it a class, put it into B, and it could be a bit of a beast in there, but we'll have a look later on in another video or something. But yeah, that is a sexy car. Looks a little bit like a Dodge Viper, but then the Chevrolet's got that big arse on it. Yeah, cool. Moving on. We've got the Dodge Coronet Super Bee, which I think is a another kind of supercharged car. I'm not sure. I think it is. Not done the Super Bee. Looks like one of those bit of a Hispanic thing. You can imagine it in gold and stuff when the delivery guys get on it. But yeah, that's not bad. I know some of the tracks that they do benefit from the muscle cars. Acceleration of 7.5, launch of 70, 7.0, sorry. It's not too bad on the weight. Horsepower and torque's pretty damn good for a D-class car. So maybe it'd be quite good on a BRAF. Maybe the oval, depending on how well it can turn and keep the speed up around the corner. So anything with a long straight, I think you're going to do pretty well with this car. So yeah, moving on. We've got a Fiat, so our first Fiat car. This is the X19 or X1-9 from 1970. Oh, it's a very, very low D-class car. Is that the lowest D-class car we've got? Interesting. Pretty light as well. It's only got 61 horsepower, bless it, and 67 foot-pounds of torque. Weight is 2,210. So it'd be interesting to see how that compares to like the Lotus Cortina and the Mini. Maybe with the Cortina and this car, maybe they're trying to balance out the D-class lobbies. I know the Mini's pretty dominant in the D-class lobbies. So we'll have to see how that goes. It'd be interesting to take that one out for a spin. Rear wheel drive is standard as well, and it's got a mid to rear engine looking at the graphic at the top. So yeah, starting off it's already got 60% of the weight to the rear anyway, so yeah, that's the pretty mid to rear engine. Moving on. We've got another Indy car, the Infiniti Schmidt Peterson Sport. I think I brought one of the Indy cars, but I've not really done anything with them. Might be interested in doing a little series, just keeping them as they are, tuning them up and taking them around some of the Indy tracks. Yeah, not really a lot to speak about the torque and that. They're going to be pretty standard. Yeah. And we've got another Mazda MX-5 2013 Cup. So looking at this, it looks like it's been tuned to an extent, 'cause it looks like it's already got a roll cage in it. It's got custom wheels on it. There's no aero on that. So I presume this has been like a race spec. Front engine, rear wheel drive, which is good. And it's got 160 horsepower, 167, 140 foot-pound of torque. Fairly balanced with the weight, just over 2,000. So it'd be interesting to see how this does do in the D and maybe C class lobbies. I know Rock King has been doing a bit of a series with the the Mazda. So it would be interesting to see how this compares to the other two Mazdas we've got. Yeah, not a bad car. Nice little like raced up one, ready to go. Race spec and another car. So got another Mini, the John Cooper Works GP. That's starting in C, and it's front wheel drive. So you could, I wonder if you put a rear wheel drive in that, you could drop it into D. I don't know how many points it takes off, and then maybe slap some better wheels on it or something. 215 horsepower, 206 foot-pounds of torque. Interesting. That's the third. Don't know what the difference is between that and the GP. Obviously, it's been modified slightly to a bit of a racing spec. I do think that Fiat is one of the lowest D-class cars we've got, and it's pretty powerful as well, I think. Oh no, not powerful, but got a lot to go for it. Anyway, moving on. Pontiac. Now this looks like one sexy bitch. I quite like the roundness of it, and then it looks slightly squared off at the back. It's a Pontiac Solitis GXP, C-Class 440, rear-wheel drive, front engine, 73 on the acceleration, 8.0 on the launch. Oops, shit. 260 horsepower, 260 foot-pounds of torque, 3,000 in weight. So it'd be interesting to see how that handles in the C-Class lobby. Just giving it that extra 60 PI. See what you can add for that and see how you get on with it. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think if we got one more car. No, so that's it. So that's all the cars for this pack. So I'm just going to quickly, if I can remember what they're called, just hammer this button like mad. So you've got the Pontiac in C-Class. We've got the Fiat, which isn't there, just a little bit further up. Oh, sorry, we've got the Mini. Not sure what to make of that. I think that's my second least favourite in this pack. I mean, let's be fair, you'd go for that and tune it up to that, but I don't know how that's going to handle. There's not a lot in it, really. If I do that pretty quick, it's got an extra 2 points in acceleration. It's got 0.1 of a, sorry, so it's got 0.2 in acceleration. It's got 0.1 in speed and 0.1 in braking. So, depending on how that is, maybe it's got a rally engine in it or something, you'd go for that and add to it and make it better. I don't know. Anyway, chuntering on. No McLarens this time. Oh, I've got that Mazda. So I've got the Mazda MX-5. Probably skip some of the cars in the Infinity. So yeah, not a bad pack. It's better than the last pack. I was pretty disappointed with the last pack. It was just a bit bland. At least this one you've got some race spec cars in it. Another muscle car. No Ferraris, thank God. Nothing against the Ferraris. It's nice to have new cars like this Chevrolet. I mean, we've got plenty of Chevrolets as it is, which is getting pretty extensive. But it's nice to have a different type of Chevrolet to add in there. So yeah, that's the Bondurant car pack. I'll probably do a few tunes. There's quite a few videos coming in the next few days. Got a couple of tunes, got some Watch Dogs, which is fantastic. We've got this video, and and a couple of other special treats for you all. So thank you for watching this video. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. Don't forget to do all those wonderful things like subscribes and all that, and I shall see you next time.